everyone, it is Andrea, and today I'm coming at you with a different video. I've seen a lot of people do videos where basically they make their perfect game collection out of like a calyx square, and I was like, let's do that but a little bit more of an easy mode and make my game collection out of a backpack. And this is the Board Game Tables backpack, and it's really nice and comfortable. It's pretty big. If you want to see us do a video, because Hannah's also going to do this using a smaller bag, so it's a little bit more challenging, let me know in the comments down below. But I just thought it'd be fun to fill up this backpack with my like holy grail games and make like the perfect little collection for me and kind of see what I come up with, see what choices have to be made, and see how it goes. But let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, there's no real easy way to hold this up, but let's go ahead and get started. So I have some room here, obviously. So the first thing that's gonna go in here is our ultimate banger game. And can we guess what it is before I put it in? It's gonna be the good old Arc Nova. And she's gonna take up a lot of space because she doesn't really fit width-wise. She's gonna have to like fit like this, but it also has the new Marine Worlds expansion in it, and I just feel like Arc Nova is a game that personally I could play it all the time, so I feel like it is the perfect first game to fit in there. Even though she's big, I just feel like she's very, very worth it, and I just feel like she deserves a spot in the bag here. The next game I am going to throw in, oh my goodness, there's just so many good games. I don't really know like what, I didn't really like pre-think about this, but I have a small game that I know I want to throw in here. Well, first I need the Dice Thrones, and I'm going to put in one that I was like most anticipating and most kind of goes with my personality, and that would be the Santa versus Krampus. I'm just gonna put a bunch of small box games on here that I know I want to put in because I know those will be easy to kind of just toss in. So there's that one that I definitely want to throw in there, and then also I do want to throw in, this is a new game to us, but I just feel like for the size it's such a good like bang for your buck, and that is Turf Wars. Such a fun game, such a small box. Another one that I think is really fun and I could play like kind of over and over again is Dungeon Mayhem. Kind of gives similar vibes to Dice Throne in the like theming. Also, I don't have like Lorcana out here, but we're just going to skip Lorcana. Another one, small box wise, that I feel like is a really good bang for your size is Beer and Bread. It's a 2-player only game, but I just feel like for the size of this box, this one feels like a really big, nice game. So we're definitely going to be throwing her in there. Another game up here I'm going to pick is like a little bit more of a challenging one, but it's another one that I feel like for the box size is really good, and it's One Deck Dungeon. This is the Forest of Shadows. It's 1 to 2 players. I've only ever played it 2 players, but I feel like it is a really good one. Okay, what else do I want to throw in here? I feel like I could throw in like a party-ish game, but I'm not in love with any of my options up here. So let's go over here. I think I want to throw in the My City Roll and Build because it kind of gives My City energy, but it's just like a smaller box. What else would I throw in? So I would normally put in Terraforming Mars, but we just played this recently, and it's the Terraforming Mars, the dice game, which I feel like gives, I should start seeing how these fit in here, gives Terraforming Mars, but like a smaller box. So let's see. This Arc Nova box is definitely going to be a little bit, oh wait, can I put it this way? Okay, I can put Arc Nova this way, actually. So, Terraforming Mars, the dice game. Dice Throne. We have Beer and Bread. Let's see, what else would I put in here? I think I would, for like a party-ish game, this is kind of like my version of a party game, I'm going to put in Here to Slay. I feel like as far as like party games go, this is more just like a take that card game. but personally that's my preferred of like party games, would be like a take that card game that's super easy to learn. So we're gonna put Here to Slay in there. I'm trying to think of like games that I would like love to play over and over and over again. I have a lot of like big box games that I feel like could do. And I might end up putting one like right on the top because I feel like I feel like I'm very like decisive on my like thought process here. But I think we can do that. This one's just so tiny that I just feel like it's just beyond perfect. Dungeon Mayhem. Trying to think. There's a couple of games that like Hannah has that I feel like would go really good in this collection, but I don't have them. Like I think Animated would be a really good one to throw in here because I really do like that game. Another one that I feel like I could put in is another Dice Throne because I just really love Dice Throne. A lot of my games are just like very large box, and I'm just like, I mean, I could just put 2 more bigger box in here. One game, I just don't think they'll both fit. Unless I take like some games out. Like Ark Nova, she's just like a biggie, but I just feel like she's worth it. You know what I'm saying? She's worth my time to have her in there. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is like, I really like between the two, I feel like with having like room left for like a bigger game, I feel like I'd go between Distilled and Heat. Like I really love both of them. I feel like Distilled gives me more of like a heavier game, whereas Heat is more like gives me like medium weight with party game energy. So I think I'm gonna pick Heat between the two. I really do love Heat, and let's see like if I put this in, if it would fit like on top. Okay, so I do have room actually. I think this would be a little more challenging with a smaller bag, but also this is kind of like, it's kind of fun. I feel like I want like a co-op game though, because none of these games are cooperative. So as far as co-op games go, I think that my favorite co-op game that I personally own, actually, you know what I want to put in? Okay, I know what I'm going to put in. I haven't played this yet. We're going to play it this weekend, but I've played other versions of it, and this is Betrayal at Baldur's Gate, and I think that this is going to be a favorite, and we do love Betrayal, so I wonder if that would fit with Heat on top. I think it would. I would have room for basically like one more small box game. Oh, look at her. I have room for like one more small box, but I don't know if I have anything like that small that I would want to throw in there. Let me see kind of how much room there is. Yeah, I have one more game that I can throw in there. So I think that if I could pick one more game, I would pick, I'm trying to think of something maybe like lighter. I'm going to tell you, I'll pick this game, but there's another game that I would pick, but I'm kind of sick of playing it. And I'm going to put in Diced Veggies because I think it's like a nice light game that you can also play with kids. But I do enjoy playing it, and I also just like cooking games, so it's a nice theme, like a game theme to have in there that since I'm not having distilled, that's like food. I guess beer and bread is also food. But another game that I feel like would fit this space perfectly would be Azul Mini, but I'm just so sick of playing it that I don't want to put it in there. This, my friends, would be my perfect little backpack of games. If these are all the games I could have, I think I'd be okay with it. Ugh. If she fits, she ships. And that is all the things. Is there any games that you would recommend to me since these are basically my favorite games? I mean, they're some of my favorite games because obviously a lot of my games are bigger boxes. Like another one that I think would go really well in here is Viticulture, but I don't know what game I would get rid of for Viticulture since it is such a big box, because I feel like I want a cooperative game in here, and I feel like the only other cooperative game that I'm like pretty into is like Forbidden Jungle, and even that's kind of a bigger box. So like Viticulture would be good, but again, I think having a cooperative game in there, and I think I might like Heat more than Viticulture because I think Heat's a little bit more like fun, like push your luck, and I think that's an interesting way to go. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go through all of the games that I was able to shove in here. So we have Heat, which is so fun. If you can get your hands on it, I definitely would. Betrayal at Baldur's Gate. There is also Dungeon Mayhem, One Deck Dungeon, Turf Wars, Diced Veggies, My City roll-in build. I feel like we have a really good selection too, like card games, roll-in rights, dice game, cooperative games, take that games, small box, big box, light, heavy, beer and bread, which is a 2-player only game, Here to Slay, which is kind of like a take that party card game, Dice Throw, which is a 2-player only game. I think you can play it more, but that I just would not recommend. Terraforming Mars, the dice game. This is new and it's really, really fun. And then our Mama Jama, she took up a lot of space, but she's worth it, is Baby Girl Arcanova. So, my friends, that is everything. I will leave all of these games linked down below, along with this bag. Let me know in the comments down below. 1, do you want to see a smaller bag where we have to make more tough decisions? Let me know. Second of all, are you excited for Hannah's video on this? I think it's going to be really fun to see the differences, see the similarities. And also I think it'd be fun to get a smaller bag and then have to do it together and we both have to decide the games shared. I think that'd be fun. So let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I will talk to you all in my next video.